Hello everybody, welcome back. We're here doing a Kira quest. We're here on Nar Shaddaa. This is the one I picked up quite a while ago, so I figured I'd come and knock it out, to get that done with, so that way I can continue to talk with her once we finish the quests on Quesh, which is where we're going to right after this, basically, and to talk to Doc.
Kira, you're here.
And bearing gifts. How's everyone holding up?
Better now. Can't believe it's really you. A Jedi. You're so different.
Kira's more than a Jedi. She's a hero.
You must be Kira's master. It's an honor. I still remember that little girl, bundling up in extra layers of clothing, trying to look bigger and tougher than she was.
Hey, it worked. Add enough layers and nobody knows who you are.
Kira never talks about her past.
Nothing to tell. Life was hard and then I became a Jedi. But I never forgot my friends.
Enoch, distribute the food and medicine. Our people have waited long enough. Go now. This famine, your fault. Our people suffer because of the slaughter you committed in our name. The Urkasax.
Who is this man? What's he talking about?
Name's Darshin. Been the leader here forever. We have differences. Urkasags were bad news. Made us their personal entertainment. Robbed, killed, and worse. For fun. I paid the gang a private visit. Asked them nicely to back off. Things got ugly. Gangsters died.
You butchered the Urkasags. Made a public spectacle of their deaths and spread terror in our name. Everyone fears us.
If what he says is true, you did more than defend yourself.
Only thing gangsters understand is big, nasty violence. It worked. They leave my friends alone now.
Our reputation frightens away those who could help us. Yet desperate people continue to seek refuge here. We can't provide for everyone.
I'll get more supplies to you. I protect my people.
No. Enoch was wrong to bring you back here. Your presence does more harm than good.
Maybe the refugees need a new leader. Someone who can show the proper appreciation.
How dare you! Is this what Jedi have become? Bullies?
Enough! This isn't what I wanted. You win, Darshin. You won't see me again.
Everyone so excited you're here, Kira. They want to say thanks. Can you stay a while?
There's a war on, Enoch. Don't know when I'll be back. Take care of yourself, alright?
Okay, sweet. Got that done with. A little bit of backstory for her. Now we get to go to my ship, and once there, I can finish talking to her about what really just happened and move forward with her story.
Funny trivia. That gang on Nar Shaddaa I wiped out, the Urkasags, tried to recruit me away from the refugees. Said I'd be better off with them. They had credits, food, cute little clubhouse. All I'd have to do is kill a rival gangster.
Security in exchange for killing a criminal. Might have been worth it.
Spent a sleepless night back then wondering that same thing. Had the Force and Sith training to use it. Could have been running that gang if I wanted. Instead, I did the right thing. Mostly. Violence is wrong, I get that. But my friends are safe because the other gangs are scared of ending up like the Urkasags. Ironic.
You protected people you cared about. That's a good thing.
Nice of you to say. Still don't know if what I did on Nar Shaddaa was right or wrong, but it was necessary.
Sweet. Got that out of the way, and now we're able to continue with her story a little bit more, and at least until I get some more affection with her, or move my main story along.
Been doing some light reading lately. Amazing what's tucked away in the Jedi archives. Still hunting down exact details, but get this. The Council can grant Jedi the right to attach under certain circumstances. Heavily monitored, of course. Probably need a special license, but still. Interesting.
Don't you get a little thrill from going behind the Council's back?
Who doesn't? But I worry about tarnishing my perfect reputation. We wouldn't be the first, you know. I've even found records of Jedi who were married, had children. Not that I'm suggesting I like things the way they are.
Let's not ruin a good thing by making it official.
Just gathering information, tough guy. Nothing wrong with that. Eyes are tired. Too much reading. Need to relax.
Meet me in my quarters in 2 minutes.
Actually, sneaking around can be kind of fun. I'm suddenly motivated to find out more about the Council's special permission. Let you know when I do, tough guy.
They've got a good thing going, apparently, so I think they're probably going to stick with that. But now, because I have a new addition on my ship, I get to go talk with Doc, and I'll make sure to give him a ton of gifts too, so I can do more conversations with him in the future. But for now, we just got this one.
Looks like old Doc got here just in time. How have you survived with a droid and Little Miss Uptight as your only friends?
This is no party, Doc. We're on an important mission.
We can save the galaxy and still have a good time, right? Leave everything to me. Before I settle in, a few things. First, I like my quarters kept at least 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the ship. I only eat energy pudding, so stock up on that. Also, give me 30 minutes in the refresher every morning. That's all.
Are you sure there isn't more? I could have T7 clean your laundry, or read you bedtime stories.
Laundry service? Done. And have the girl turn down my bed every night. Never seen a ship's med bay right next to the engine compartment before. Not exactly convenient. I've done better with worse. Until I have everything online, stay in one piece. Doctor's orders.
It's always a fun dynamic when you get somebody new on your ship, right? Because suddenly you have this new person and you have no idea anything about them. So you got like this weird moment of you want to get to know them as much as you can. So that's exactly what I'm kind of doing here. Is I'm looking at Doc and I'm going, wow, he's really interesting to me, and I'd like to kind of progress through his little storyline and find more out about him. It's just, I don't know, it's really fun. And for a good example, playing the Smuggler, there are quite a few companions for the Smuggler where I was just like super excited to learn about them as soon as I got him. For example, like Risha is a good one, and so is Gus. Like I was super excited to go through their conversation set, and it was just one of those things that, you know, you have so much fun going through that and doing it and getting the affection with them that it's almost like a little game within its own, trying to learn your companions and who they are, and just getting to know them really. But another good example is Mako with my bounty hunter. I swear I had her affection maxed out before I was even max level. I think I had her affection maxed out by the time I was level 30, and I just couldn't do any more just like conversation pieces with her because I had to finish more chapters of the story before it would let me continue on. It was heartbreaking because I was like, I really want to know more about you, and I've gotten all the affection I need to be able to do that, but the story is holding me back. So thankfully Doc is a bit further down the storyline here, so I can just get a ton of affection and talk to him a bunch and learn about who he is as a person. So that'll be fun.
My master sent you, didn't he? Of course. My shame is complete. This war, I wasn't ready. I never should have left Tython.
I'm here to help. Tell me what's wrong.
When the Empire first invaded, soldiers here captured some Imperial scouts. Brought them to me for interrogation. The prisoners angered me. I killed them. Lied about what happened. When Imperial forces arrived outside, I hurled the corpses at them. Revealed my true face.
Master Braga told me about your past. He said you embraced the light side.
I thought I'd changed. I want to. But this war, the only reason I stayed is because an Imperial officer recognized me. Called me by my old name. Said the Emperor's wrath is coming. He's sending his personal executioner for me. His wrath incarnate. I will be punished for my crimes.
But you're condemning the brave Republic men and women here too.
I can't save them, and they won't retreat. What can I do? Fighting would accelerate my return to the dark side. I'd rather die with Jedi teachings in my heart.
The last thing we need is him going dark side in here. We'll have to save this base without him.
Lieutenant Gundo, 86th Infantry. You're here just in time. We got Imperial forces massing outside. My engineers jury-rigged some ray shields, but it'll take time to seal the base. Unless you people hold the main entrance, we're dead.
Please. You don't know what you're asking me to do. I can't fight them.
You made this mess. You'll help clean it up. Arm yourself. Move!
Falling in defense of others would be a good death.
We're out of time. Imperials are coming through. Defend the main entrance.
So my story is about to get very interesting here, especially coming up in the next episode, very specifically, because I'll have a lot to talk about then. But at the time being, to explain the Emperor's Wrath, the guy who's coming after this Jedi I'm here with, the Emperor's Wrath is basically a title given to somebody who's been chosen to carry out the Emperor's orders and, like, his will. So the Emperor's Wrath is someone who basically goes around doing exactly what the Emperor wants them to do, and kind of the errand boy for the Emperor, really, but in a more dark manner, I guess. It's actually a really high honor position within the Empire, and this Emperor's Wrath coming up ends up not staying as the Emperor's Wrath. He ends up changing that title around a bit, so that position is then open to other people, right? And this is kind of where my Jedi story and my Sith Warrior story intertwines. It hasn't happened yet. They're brothers, but the story hasn't intertwined yet. Well, now it's going to. You see, the Emperor's Wrath that is coming up and that we'll meet and we'll be able to chat with, and he ends up not being the Emperor's Wrath anymore later on. Basically, that position is filled by this character's brother, by my Sith Warrior. So, the brother of my Jedi ends up taking that position of Emperor's Wrath. So then there's a bit of a conflict of interest there, because the guy we're about to meet, he ends up knowing who that is, right? It's kind of like a weird exposition story there, but it's kind of, I don't know, I guess the best way to put it is that it's more of a replacement, and it just happened to be my warrior who filled the spot. And in my little story that I've got going on, not just my Jedi story, but my story that I've come up with for my legacy, there's a lot of exposition that happens there, and I think for the most part, most of everybody would really like kind of where that goes, but I haven't gotten far enough in the story here to be able to explain it all to you without giving away a ton of spoilers. So we'll get past this next part and we'll explore that idea quite a bit. But the other thing is, coming up here shortly, I'm finishing off writing my entire legacy story into like written form. It is very long and it is very detailed, but I think for the most part a lot of people are really gonna cling to that, because I've come up with like this really cool intricate story, and it's hard for me to keep the details right sometimes, so I figured writing it down in a story format with, you know, being able to show the intertwining of all the characters and how they actually work throughout the story. So having that as a written form to be able to hand out to people and to offer freely to everybody who watches the series, I think would be really cool, and I think you guys could also give me a lot of feedback on the story, and maybe we can alter it a little bit in the future depending on what you guys like and what you guys don't like.